Now, tickets for the grand final of the Eurovision Song Contest in Liverpool this May went on sale at lunchtime and, surprise, surprise, it took just 36 minutes for them to sell out completely. In fact, the website selling them crashed, such was the demand. Well, let's speak now to Eurovision fan and journalist Bella Quist, who is in Stockholm. And before we go on, did you get tickets?
I did, thanks to a very good friend of mine, thank you Lottie, who managed to get through, whereas I and many others didn't, unfortunately.
Oh.
There was a very high demand.
Well, there'll be a lot of people watching this who are going to be well gel, let's be honest about that. Tell me exactly why there is such demand for tickets to watch the final live, given that, you know, throughout my childhood, it was very much a TV event in my family. I'm sure it's a TV event for many people around the world.
Well, yeah, of course, it's made to be a TV production. And I mean, it's amazing to watch it on TV. But to be there live and to experience the whole thing, it's at the next level, I would say. I've had the pleasure of doing it myself previously. I went to Lisbon, I was in Stockholm when I was here, and it is amazing to have that live experience. So I understand that a lot of people were interested in tickets. I also feel like maybe Eurovision is more popular than ever, actually. So I can see the demand for that, yeah.
Why do you think Eurovision is more popular than ever now? What is it that it's touching amongst so many people that's making it so popular? Because almost everyone I know wants tickets.
Well, I think there are several reasons. For me, I've been a big Eurovision fan all my life, but I feel like in these times of darkness, when there's a lot of difficulty going on, Eurovision really brings that light and love, and it unites people. I know it sounds cheesy, but it does unite people through that power of music. And I think a lot of people are seeing that. And of course, I mean, via all these social media, TikTok, etc., in the recent years, we've seen a lot of Eurovision stars break through there. And I think that's definitely had an impact as well.
And you're presenting the English commentary, aren't you, for Sweden's grand final? I think it's at the weekend. Tell us more.
Yes, so Saturday is a very big day here in Sweden because that's when we pick our entry for Eurovision this year. We have a show called Melodifestivalen, which goes on for 6 weeks. And on Saturday is the big grand final. And I have the big pleasure of doing the live commentary together with my dear friend, Olivia Lepadova, who's also a BBC journalist. And we'll be guiding viewers from around the world through all the glitz and glamour of the final. And we've had the pleasure of doing it this will be our 3rd year. And people tune in from around the world. We had messages from, I think, 20
That's
plus
amazing.
countries last year. So,
and
yeah.
What makes a winning song? What is the formula that you need to do well in Eurovision? Because it's not always necessarily the one song that you might think is a good one in terms of, you know, melody or words or...
Yeah, it's a really tricky one. I mean, every year I sit there looking at the rehearsals and thinking, oh, could it be this? Could it be this? And then it always really comes down to what happens on the night, the magic of that final night. Of course, you need an entry that really stands out and grabs the audience, especially through the screen. So it's difficult to pinpoint what it is, but something that really grabs people's attention and their hearts, and again, unites them in their love for the song. So yeah, it's difficult to pinpoint what exactly it is, but it's magic, whatever it is.
It's a kind of magic, as Freddie Mercury used to say.
Yes.
Bella Quist, it's so good to talk to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. And if you have managed to get tickets for Eurovision, let us know. You can email us or you can tweet me. I'm at BBC Mariam. If you're interested in looking at any of the stories you've been watching here on the BBC, you can go to our website. As always, it's bbc.co.uk/news.